I saw something called the taxi cab theory, and I've heard this before. The taxi cab theory, speaking in terms of relationships with men specifically, is, okay, imagine a taxi cab. You're in New York, you're trying to wave a taxi cab down, but their lights are off. They're not taking customers. They're not gonna pick you up because their lights are off. You could wave at them as much as you want. The second that they turn their light on though, and they're ready to take a customer, the first person that waves them down, they're gonna pick up.
They're gonna start getting their money.
They're gonna drive off. So if you relate that to relationships with men specifically, I know a lot of women out there have probably heard the man will marry the woman he's with when he's ready. It doesn't matter if she's the right girl for him or not. He could be with the perfect woman, but if he's not ready,
it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. It's gonna be the girl that finds him when he's ready.
And that's so fucked up because there's so many women who are like, you know, we had such a good relationship. I gave him everything. I did everything I could as a wife without a ring on my finger. And he turns around and marries Joanne 3 weeks later.
Yeah. Us as women, we get ready. When we meet the right person, we become ready.
We change.
Like, we could go into a relationship and not be ready, but when we meet the right person, we fix whatever it is that in our life or within ourselves that needs to happen to cater to that relationship so that we are ready and so that we can be the best partner. So we don't lose it.
You have no brain.
Those ladies who are waiting for marriage to sleep with a man, you will always regret it. Have some fun.
This is but if you were married, if I was married, I still want to put my husband first.
Damn!
It's my
Wait
life.
a minute, hold on. Whoa, hold on a second.
That could be why he doesn't want to get married, right? If you're saying, like, even if we get married, I'm putting myself first and I'm not putting you first. If I was a dude and I heard that, like, I would definitely say, okay, then I'm not going to marry you.
It's also about coming together. You know what I'm saying? It's also about a union. And I'm saying, what I'm saying is there's a lot of people... I'm sorry. There's a lot of people nowadays that doesn't understand what a union is.
Well, if you, but I would argue potentially that you're that person because you just said if we got married, I would still put me first. That's not a union.
First, though? Would a man put his wife first?
Yes.
So you should always what I'm saying is I feel like you should always put yourself first. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a guy, you shouldn't put a guy over yourself. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So I would offer that in a very productive marriage there is no I versus, it's just we. Like, I am in a partnership, a team, me and my husband. The concept of putting me first, even saying that just sounds so crazy to me in a marriage. Like, I've never thought it once. It's just, it's us, it's the kids, it's our family. Like, I becomes we.
I become we until the bag is full. I agree with most of the rebuttal here, but the idea of a partnership, and let's be honest here, is part of the modern effort that women are equal to men. It's that first wave feminist courtesy that got us in this mess in the first place. So much so that the Gen Z women of the West don't even resemble what a traditional woman is. Males in the Gen Z demographic, as I've said in recent videos, just might be the fastest learners in our space for this very, very reason. The level of exposure to the outside world that feminism influences, the sheer volume of content provided to see the big picture, has been a real Clockwork Orange experience for them.
Jumping mouth chicks at the same time.
Day in and day out, they're flooded with the rising demands of their female counterparts to the point where they spend most of their time with friends or in absolute solitude. And who can blame them if they can't afford to travel yet? Before we go on with the video, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Anthony Paracella, who shared, as soon as she shows disrespect, that is cheating, bad-mouthing, wasteful spending, etc., secure your finances and get away from her. That is the plan, fellas. So thank you for sharing that comment, and don't forget to reach out to my email to claim your $5. As always, guys, I'll be picking one comment from each video. Could be the funniest or the most liked, so don't forget to leave a comment, and you could be our very next winner. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe button too, as that helps out a ton. So now let's get right back into the video for you guys.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever
came across this NYP article titled Gen Z Woman Reveals Her Pregnancy Non-Negotiables, including $1,000 push present, personal trainer, and more. And I have to say, it really highlights why half of these women will be single by 2030. The author, SWNS, writes, single Nora Talal, 26, says she'd refuse to have a baby with someone who couldn't keep up with her demands.
Good start.
Nora says she wouldn't work from maternity to nursery age and wants to go on a luxury baby moon, a holiday before the baby arrives, with her partner to relax and be in the right frame of mind to give birth. Nora says she would like a push present from her partner to the value of at least $1,000 and suggests a designer handbag or a pair of shoes.
That is a great deal.
She would demand a private room for her post-pregnancy care in a hospital and wants to own a 3-bed house in London and surrounding counties to bring her baby home to. Nora would like to attend all baby classes with her partner, for him to abstain in whatever she can't do or whatever makes her sick while expecting, and for him to pay for her post-pregnancy personal trainer and meal subscription service so she can get back in shape. She says she probably wouldn't consider a partner who couldn't give her what she wants, but some things are negotiable. Doesn't sound like things are negotiable at all, and that's what I'm getting at here. Here's a quick clip I found from her.
What I ate at Din Tai Fung in Selfridges. Cucumber salad. 8-10 chicken so fresh. 9-10. Spicy chicken wontons. 10,000 to 10. Chicken soup dumplings. 10/10 wish I ordered more. Likey juice 3/10 to sweet. Veggie mushroom noodles. 6 of 10. Shrimp fried rice 10/10.
Yeah, the meal plan is started to make sense, and the demand for a trainer also, because I do not see any ability to discipline herself there. This woman has 3,028 followers. I don't normally dive this deep on an individual I know nothing about, but with the demands she's making, I needed to lift the hood on this one. It directly proves my point that these women close to the wall will get 150 likes on a post and then suddenly think they're superstars. Moreover, even if she was, no woman on earth should demand this much from a man trying to make his way in the world. Here's another point related to the wall here.
You're 28. Will you be more attractive at 38 than you are now?
Yep.
I don't know.
What about you?
Yeah.
So you're 18. You'll be more attractive at 28.
Yeah.
Okay. You're 18. You'll be more attractive at 28.
Yes.
I guess, Rachel, you too on this?
Absolutely not. That's peak delusional to think that you're going to be hotter in 10 years. This is one of the ones that just stumps me. When women are like, oh, I'll totally be hotter in 10 years. Like, even if you look good for your age in 10 years, even if you like lost weight, things like that, it's like, you don't get hotter as you age as a woman. That's not how it works. Like attractiveness, physical attractiveness.
Some women that really do.
These are facts.
I'm 25. Last year, I was told that 24 is when you're the most fertile.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're most fertile in your early to mid 20s. And then once you I think once you start getting into your 30s, fertility decreases. Once you get over 35, it's called geriatric pregnancy territory, high risk pregnancy territory. So after 35, the likelihood that you are able to even get pregnant starts to diminish quite significantly. There's a higher likelihood of birth defects. There's a higher likelihood of miscarriage. So, I mean, biologically speaking, the best time to get pregnant, you could argue, say between the age of 20 to 30, in that age range.
Yeah.
So.
And see, this is the rub. Men and women are not the same. Gen Z men are choosing to wait for something better, which works for them. After all, a man can start a family at 60, and if he's taken care of himself, he just might be around to be called a grandpa. This is why the long game works for them, and it's the real silver lining when guys are facing the latest wave of insanity. They can just hunker down and work hard, as this is the natural way, and wait for better options down the line when they snag a passport. In contrast, these Gen Z women like Nora were brought up to believe that the clock is on their side, which we know has left millions of chicks crying on TikTok when fate finally rears its ugly head. The delusion continues with Nora, a tech sales worker from West Hampstead, London, who hasn't had any children yet, said, "I think I just set standards for my life that I live by. I've worked my whole life and got used to having a certain lifestyle, I guess. Everything I'm demanding I can provide for myself, but why should I compromise the standard I've set for myself just because I've had a baby and I'm not going back to work immediately?"
Because of its upsetting nature!
I shared my thoughts online and I've had mixed responses. The majority of negatives often come from men, and I guess it might have irked people the wrong way. In their words, it's demanding. I'm single and that's been a point they like to pick on. They say that it's for a reason. I stand by my decisions. I get a lot of people saying I'm delusional, and a lot of people think it's satire. It's genuinely my opinion.
Fuck, you're delusional. I mean, you're insane.
Nora said she has always wanted to be married and at least 30 before having children. She said, "I would quite like to enjoy being married before I have a child. I'm not saying having kids ruins your life, but things change and you're going to be restricted with the pressure of kids." Again, here we go with buying into the idea that a working woman is a prize. This chick advertises on social media that she is a boss babe who deserves to not only hold on to her own money for the exit, but expect a magical man to descend from the sky and offer her all his hard-earned money so she can live like a TV celebrity. To me, and most other guys, Gen Z women are the latest product in a long, generational line of women who think their own journey is the only priority. They don't care what kind of pushback the male had to face to get where he is. They just want to empty the wallet to sustain a debt-filled lifestyle. It's the most anti-maternal lifestyle one could imagine.
You have to go. You understand, right? Thank you.
Here are 5 reasons why you need a living arrangement when dating a millionaire who asks you to stop working and live with him. Number 1, financial independence. An allowance ensures you have your own money, maintaining autonomy despite not working. Number 2, compensation for career sacrifice. A severance-like package compensates for lost career opportunities and provides a financial cushion if the relationship ends. Number 3, housing security. The agreement should address housing, ensuring you have a place to live if things don't work out. Number 4, contribution recognition. Your non-financial contributions like managing the household should be acknowledged and compensated. Number 5, legal protection. A living agreement offers clear legal protection, outlining financial support and living arrangements to avoid dispute. Bottom line, a living agreement ensures fairness, respect, and security, empowering you to enter the relationship with confidence.
I love how she found one of those antique coffee shops with fake gold furniture to make chicks believe she knows what she's talking about. This chick and Nora are both the kind of woman who will say things like, "It's not about the money, babe," only to lay out a financial escape plan before a ring even lands on their finger, which most definitely will never happen. All you really need to do is imagine being a guy in this exact situation. You are one of the rare few to break into the 1% on your own, make a name for yourself, and become a respected man in society with literally any single woman to choose from. Then out of nowhere, a woman you're dating asks for you to pop the big question. When you're considering the offer, they follow up by explaining that they want a separate house in their name, a weekly allowance to hide under their separate bed, along with an army of lawyers to ensure that she'll be well paid for doing nothing the rest of her life. Yeah, that's a tough sell, but I think I'm going to have to say no. Get out of my house with that 304 insurance plan you call sensible protection. Speaking of, the article continues with, while she hopes to one day return to work, Nora would like to be employment-free from maternity to nursery age. She said, ideally, I'd probably want to go into a role that works around child hours, even if I could do what I'm doing now with more flexibility. It would be nice for my husband to have paternity as well, but I think for me, I would need to have from maternity leave to nursery years off. Nora would also like to have her own baby moon before the arrival of her little one.
A baby what?
She said, the idea is you know you're pregnant, and when it's advisable, you can travel, then you go on holiday. It's for you and your partner to spend time together before you become a family. The dynamic changes when a child is involved, and it would be quite nice for me to relax, somewhere not too far as I to be pregnant. Next up on Nora's list is a push present, and she would like her future husband to save up.
Kill me! Kill me now!
She added, I don't know anyone that's had a baby, but it's a push present kind of common thing online with influencers and celebs. There have been celebrities who have cars as a present, but like I said, if someone put away $163 a month for the duration of the pregnancy, then it'd be nice. It sounds stuck up when I say, but it shouldn't be less than $1,000, I think. I'd be more than happy to think of things leading up to it.
Oh, you're fucking insane!
When it comes to delivery, Nora would feel more comfortable in her own private room. She said, from my understanding, you get one anyway, but afterwards you are taken to a maternity ward. I don't want that. I've just had a baby. I don't want to be around others, just our family. Dear God, I weep for my countrymen. I really do. Well, if anyone was actually dumb enough to adopt this crap. That's a hell of a wish list you've made, Nora. It really, really is. Raising a couple of kids to the age of 17 costs about $233,000 on average, so I guess I'll just have to teach the kids to graze like cattle to get their nutrients and train them to steal school books from their peers. Seriously, what the hell is going on in these chicks' heads? The feminist media was losing their minds when guys played with the soft guy era trend. Meanwhile, you want a man to dump enough money to buy 6 Honda Accords before the expensive life form you're about to produce even exits the damn womb. But this is the logic of the modern woman we're talking about here.
When you tell someone you have a bad headache and they say, have you tried drinking water?
As your brain shrinks, it pulls away from the skull, puts pressure on nerves and causes pain. Even mild dehydration can lead to headache. When you drink water and other fluids, the brain plumps up to its previous size and the pain goes away. Why are you arguing? Just drink some fucking water.
And I'm dumb, and I'm actually not dumb.
Period.
I'm actually very intelligent. You don't have to be like smart in everything. I'm smart in my ways. And you want to say I'm dumb for saying that, but
Okay, tell me an interesting fact.
Do you know why a gas light comes on in a car?
Okay. Sure, go ahead. Tell me.
It's because it's a lie. Because if your car is giving you a gas light and it's telling you, hey, we're about to run out of gas, and you still driving and you hit 0 miles, that bitch ain't gonna stop on you. So it's really just a form of manipulation. That's a fun fact.
Wait, what?
True.
Tell me you're
It's
joking.
true.
Right?
No, it's dead ass because it's happened to me. It's gonna literally like turn off on you, but who knows when? That's why it's called a gaslight. We will never know. It's a lie.
Yo, can someone tell her? You know what comes on? To tell you to put gas in the car soon. What's happening right now?
Behold, the female Isaac Newton you ordered on Wish. This is how Nora finishes this dumpster fire of an interview. Lord help us. Where Kate Middleton gave birth, it was about $20,000. I'm not saying that's what I'm aiming for, but roughly around $5,439 through a private hospital.
Son of a bitch!
Nora would also like to own a 3-bed house with 1 room to be used as a nursery and expects her partner to attend baby classes with her. As well as that, she's demanding that her partner abstain from whatever she can't do. If we're together, anything that I can't do, he can't do, she said. Even the stuff that makes me feel sick, he can't eat that as well in front of me.
You're on your own.
When my colleagues were fasting at work, I didn't eat around them. It's the same sort of thing. It's about respect. Lastly, Nora expects her husband to pay for a personal trainer and meal subscription service for her. She said, I'm not going to be working first of all, and I think from a partner perspective, women's bodies drastically change from children. It's needed for me to be the best version of myself for my child and future husband. I'm not looking for reconstructive surgery, I just want to look and feel good. I just need something there that's accessible. I think the PT and meal prep could be a costly expense, but it would have to be one or the other. People sort of took it the wrong way in her TikTok video as they're saying that having a baby is such a chore. But this video wasn't about the positives of having a baby, it was about my conditions for pregnancy. How noble of you. I like how she, and any other chick that demands these sorts of things, likes to say it's for the good of the relationship, as if plunging the entire family, which hasn't even been made yet, into crazy amounts of debt or poverty is the best possible move. Seriously, like I said at the start, is it a mystery why most Gen Z guys are pretty much off the grid? Is it a tough puzzle to understand why young men aren't even trying anymore? I think not. Actually, I know not.
So what do you suggest the women in the West do if everyone's advice is for men in the West to look elsewhere for a wife? What happens to all the women in the West then?
Well, that one study we referenced that said by 2030 or something, 50% of the women will be without a man. So that's the direction we're heading, because the men that are looking for those traditional values are starting to go overseas, and then the other half of the men are just checking out completely. They don't want to deal with women at all. So this is going to be a big issue that women are going to deal with in the future as their options dwindle.
2030, 2040, 2050, it doesn't matter when it happens. The point is, it will happen. In fact, it's happening right now. Men would never want this for their future. It's like shooting yourself in the foot before the actual race even starts. Guys, save yourself from the delusional modern feminist world, because this story is just a small example of what's on the horizon. If you've chosen the path already, bully for you. You're safe.
Reason why young men especially are hesitant to get married is because for a lot of men, they don't see any benefit from it. You're just putting yourself at a disadvantage. If someday she could say, you know what, I'm not really feeling this anymore, I'm going to divorce you, but you're still going to be responsible for paying for me for the rest of your life.
Like I said, I'm pro prenup, and alimony is not gendered. It's literally a formula in most states. And so in a situation, I do think if a man wants to get married, you should think about this. You should think about this possibility. But I don't think that it's fair that a woman who has given up so much in order to be a homemaker shouldn't have any, shouldn't have anything. She should just be left on the street.
Prenups do cover alimony, but they don't cover child support for that exact reason. In the instance of a divorce, the man will help support the children, but you as a full-grown adult would be expected to be able to support yourself if alimony was ruled out inside of a prenup.
As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit Hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.